What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Primetime Podcast. My name is Justin, and we are live right here on Primetime 21st Gaming, so I want to thank you guys for all watching. In the year of 2018, it is the new year, so Happy New Year. And once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who watched my videos, and I have to say my reviews really took off this year, so I do appreciate you guys enjoying those and checking out my videos. I do it as a hobby, and I really enjoy it, and I appreciate all the views you guys give, and you know, every view counts to me. It doesn't matter. It could be 10, it could be 300, it could be 500, it could be a million, I don't know. I'm just saying, I do appreciate every single view. You guys mean it. It means a lot to me, and thank you. So, before we get started, guys, I'm going to show you the PlayStation Classic now that it has been hacked. This is my PlayStation Classic hack, and I love this thing now. I do. From out of the box, not so much. It kind of sucked. Yeah, no, it actually really sucked. But I've done 2 episodes already on the Primetime Podcast of the PlayStation Classic, and this is my 3rd and final. So I'm just gonna, you know, the first one we talked about what games could possibly be on the Classic. And so we went from up here very excited about it, like, oh man, you know, this thing has so much potential. And then the next video I did was recapping the games they chose, which brought us way down here. And I was very disappointed in it. I almost canceled my pre-order because I'm like, does that make me a hypocrite? I sat there and I bashed this thing for the games they chose, and I'm still getting one, but my wife talked me into keeping my pre-order, and because I'm a big PlayStation 1 fan, she's like, you're going to want it anyway. So I was hoping and hoping and hoping somebody would figure out how to hack this thing. And lo and behold, it wasn't even a week to 2 weeks in, somebody figured it out. And I say there's some imbeciles in this world, but there's also some very smart people. And God bless you, very smart people that figured out how to hack this thing, because I'm not very smart when it comes to this stuff, but I wanted it bad enough, and I figured it out. I had, you know, following other people who much smarter than I am. But it's not so hard to hack it. It's more time consuming. And me being a huge PlayStation 1 fan, I was definitely willing to do so. Really, you know, and I've been putting my time into it. But let me start by saying I have I bought a 3-pack of these 32 gigabyte USB sticks. These are SanDisk. I got these from Walmart. And I've been putting 30 on each stick. So here's my first one. I've got 30 games here. I'm going to run through them here for you real quick so you can see what I've got. And obviously, yes, I know you're going to tell me I've missed some, and we'll get to that. But anyway, we've got Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, The Last Revelation, Chronicles, Dino Crisis 1 and 2, Resident Evil 2 and 3, Survivor, Spyro 1, 2, and 3, Castlevania Chronicles, Medal of Honor, Crash 1, 2, and 3, Alone in the Dark, One-Eyed Jack's Revenge, WCW Mayhem, WCW Backstage Assault, Spider-Man 1 and 2, Croc 1 and 2, SmackDown 1 and 2, and Clock Tower 1 and 2. And I just say that these are the first 30 I do. And you can add way more on them, but after a while you start getting to a point where the carousel here that I just went through, this starts to look sloppy if you add too many games. So I've stuck with 30, and I did at one point have 45, but I noticed that when I would go into a game and I would hit the reset button to get a save state, the console would just shut down. It would save you where you're at, but the console would just power down. So I thought, well, maybe I've overpowered it. And that wasn't, I don't know what it was, to be honest, because once I took it back down to 30 games, it ran fine. But then you have some people who were able to load the entire PlayStation Classic library on. It looks sloppy and looks terrible, but it's possible to do. But anyway, this is my first USB stick. This one is just about finished. I have like 26 games or something like that on this one, and I'll show that to you also. But also the games that came on the PlayStation Classic. If you notice over here, I don't have Resident Evil 1, because why would I waste the space if it's already on the Classic? And the way to get back to those original games that came on the Classic is just power off the Classic, take out the USB stick, power it back up, you're right where you were. So right out of the box, you still have all those games. They don't go anywhere. You don't erase them, which is nice because, you know, there are some that are on there that I like, maybe like 2. So Metal Gear and Resident Evil 1. That's basically, well, Twisted Metal's good too, but now we're really starting to push it. But this is fantastic, and I'm going to take you into Tomb Raider here in just a moment and just show you the save states all work the same. You can still go to this memory card, like in Tomb Raider 1 you find the save crystals. You can still save at the save crystals and it will appear on this memory card, and we'll look at that in just a moment. I'll get into that, but let me look at the chat here. What's up, Riddell? Bailey, I bought a PlayStation Classic today for half off. Exactly. Like, and I guess people are saying that this is a failure, and it basically is, because you're not even a full month in to the PlayStation Classic being out. The release day was what was it, the 3rd of December? So we're not even to the 3rd of January yet, and this thing is already half off. So if you're able to get one, I recommend it only if you're going to hack it. That's it. If you're not going to hack it, don't even waste your time. But so let me head into Tomb Raider here real quick. We'll just boot this up. And I have to say, Tomb Raider gave me probably my Tomb Raider 1, 2, and Resident Evil 3 gave me my hardest gave me the hardest time putting these on here. And it took me a while because I was looking it up, and there were many people having problems with those ROMs, especially Tomb Raider 1, saying that once you go to the main screen, I'll show you, this screen right here, there would be no music to play, which means it's not going to work. So when you would go in and click start game, you guys hear Zelda. She's ripping up one of her new toys. Let me show you this real quick. This is all from her new toy. Not her Christmas toy. She had a birthday just days after Christmas, and he didn't last very long, so he's on the floor, destroyed. Zelda, come here. So anyway, when you would hit new game, it would just be a black screen. You wouldn't see any of this. You wouldn't hear anything. It would just be a black screen. So what I had to do was I had to download a program called CD Mage. I had to take the Q file that you get from the ROM, put it in. It would give you multiple bin files, and you have to combine those multiple bin files into one. So once you've done that, it should work, and I was very excited. I worked days on it to get Tomb Raider 1, 2, and Resident Evil 3. 3 of my favorite games to play on the PlayStation. So here we go. Everything works just fine. I'm using the controller, obviously, that come with it. A lot of people were upset that we didn't get DualShock controllers, or the analog. You know, not a big deal to me. I played the PlayStation 1 without the analogs for a long time, and I'm actually kind of used to it, especially, you know, with a lot of the older games. But you see here, we'll come over here, and I'm just going to go to the first save crystal. And this is just habit. I don't even need to come up here and get this secret, but out of habit, I kind of have to. Alright, let me check the chat here in just a moment. Let's see. How does it work putting games on the Classic that have multiple discs? So for example, let's use Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is multiple discs. So you go and you get the bin and Q files for both discs, and you have to, the program that you use is called Bleem Sync. You guys should probably watch a tutorial on that, on how to do all of it, but it's really, really simple. You just got to be able to follow directions. That bat's trying to get away from me. But yeah, you just got to follow directions. Once you get it in there, once you get all your games and your ROMs ready to go, they walk, you know, there's a guy, I can't remember his name, but he walked me right through it. You should be able to find him. All you gotta do is type in PlayStation Classic hack, and I can't figure out why I can't get on this. Gotta remember here. Oh, it's X, that's right. It's been a while, guys. Come on. Give me a break. But it's very simple. It really is. You just have to add the multiple bin files and multiple Q files for each disc. I think the most I've done is a 2-disc. I've never tried a 3-disc, but who knows? Maybe I will be adding a game that's a 3-disc, and I'll see how well that works out. But alright, like I said, I'm just going over here to get the first save crystal, even though I'm picking up all the secrets, which I shouldn't be. This is just out of habit. Is there a way to use 2 controllers? There is. I've not really experimented with that yet. You can buy a USB hub. Some of them work, some of them don't. So I really want to make sure I get a name of one that actually works before I start wasting money just buying USB hubs that don't work. But what it would be is you would plug in the USB stick into the second controller port, and then in the first controller port you would plug in your USB hub, and that would be for your for your first controller, player 1, and then for your player 2. Or you could do it the other way. You could put the player 2 in the player 2 spot and then put the USB stick in the hub, I believe. But I haven't really checked into that a whole lot, so don't take what I'm saying there as fact, because I honestly, I don't know. But anyway, I absolutely love this now. I really do. This is such an easy way. Obviously, you see here on the video, you have like these black borders, but if you go and you want to do a stream or something, you could easily add borders to that. It's not a big deal. I know there was some, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things to complain about the PlayStation Classic for, but a lot of it I thought was petty. Like a lot of people, complaining about the analog sticks. I think that's petty. That's not a big deal to me. Also, with a lot of people were complaining with the main screen with the carousel that it was so plain. It's like, it's not a big deal. I mean, really, come on. The games are the big deal. Okay, so here we are at the save crystal. Now, I will show you can save the game. Oh, where'd that bat come from? Where did that bat? I don't think I've ever seen that bat. But anyway, go to save game. Fantastic. Let's take care of him. He's going to rip my head off, or bite my head off, I should say. The bear down there will rip my head off. I don't know where he's at. He's hiding down there in his little cubby hole, I think. But if you don't want to use the save crystals, you can easily hit the reset button, and it will take us back to the main screen, and voila. Do you want to delete the existing resume point? I've already messed around with it. So at this point, I would say yes. And you see, brand new resume point. That is how it works. I mean, it's honestly, it's fantastic. I love this. I think that it is a good... I think this is a good way to play your PlayStation 1 games. I know everyone's like, oh, you can get a Retro Pi and stuff, but this is official. Like, this is an actual PlayStation with these controllers. I do say, if you're able to get this, definitely go out and pick one up. Is there no sound? Did I have no sound on that game? I don't think that I did. Oh yeah, there's sound. Okay. Anyway, definitely pick it up though, because now, like I said, now you saw me save with that save crystal. So head over here to the memory card. Okay, there it is. Look how classic this is. This is like, if you would go into the original PlayStation on a memory card, this is the screen you got. But you can save it that way, and that is the original Tomb Raider 1 square, and that is fantastic. I love that. I absolutely love that. So, let me show you what I have on my second USB stick. I think we're going to go, yeah, no signal right now. Now, to switch out USB sticks, not only do you have to power down the PlayStation Classic, you have to unplug it. And I know some people said that the new Bleem Sync update allows you to not have to unplug it, but I've not run into that yet. I always have to unplug it. And I actually ran into an issue once where I didn't unplug it, and it basically screwed up my USB, so I had to re-add all the games again onto it. So I was just like, you know what, forget it, I'm not doing that again. I'll just unplug it from here on out. So if you're going to do that, you don't... A lot of people are showing to unplug it from the back of the console, from the back of the PlayStation Classic, but it's like a phone charger, and you don't want to screw that port up. So if you keep plugging it in unplugging it, it's going to screw it up eventually. So I always say just unplug it from the power supply, from the wall. And so I got a power strip here, and I'm just going to come down here, disappear for a moment, unplug it. Now I can take out my first USB stick that had the Tomb Raider Spyros and Crash on there and set it up. And I'm going to put in my second one. Like I said, this isn't full yet. I only have like 26 games, so I can add a few more before I'm done with it. Like I said, I only want to do 30 because I still want it to look clean and fresh. Alright, I got that plugged. I got the USB in. Let me plug this back into the power strip. Wait for the light to come on the PlayStation Classic. And we are ready to go. So here is my second USB stick. Like I said, I'm not done yet. Still adding some games. Let's see what we got here. Resident Evil 2 Remake is just around the corner. Yes, it is. I'm excited for that. Is that a 1-Up arcade behind you? Yes, it is. My wife got me that for Christmas. And it's the Centipede one. I absolutely love it. I spent some time in there setting it all up. Got a black light in there. And took some UV tape and put around in the room, and it looks fantastic in there. It's a blast. My buddy Dion comes down and he gets addicted to Centipede. It's very easy to get addicted to, but we'll talk about some of that stuff in a moment. Let me show you guys what I've got here so far. Don't judge me, man. Don't judge me. Rugrats Search for Reptar is a fantastic game. You can't say it's not. Studio Tour, Medieval 1 and 2, Madden 99 and 2000, Silent Hill, Xena Warrior Princess. This is a fun game. I played this a lot as a kid, and it's actually pretty enjoyable. Parasite Eve 2. This is another 2-disc game. Same thing as Resident Evil 2. Just get the multiple bin files, or get the bin files for each game and the Q files, and you should be good. Pepsi Man. I feel a review is coming on this very soon. I'm not going to say much about it. We'll just keep going. Pitfall 3D is actually a pretty good game. The Mummy is a good game. We got Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, and the Chamber of Secrets. Those are good games as well. Gran Turismo 1 and 2, WCW Nitro, and Thunder. Not really big fans of these games, but, whatever. I had them as a kid. Throw them on there. Parappa the Rapper D. This is a... Is this a 2-disc? Maybe this is a 3-disc. Maybe I have done a 3-disc. Because I don't know. I've done a lot of these games. Vigilante 8, Second Offense, NFL Blitz 2000, 2001, and the original there from 97. But it's cool because, you can add all this stuff in. Like, as you see, let me go over here to The Mummy. Konami made it in 2000. I add all that in. If it's a 1-player or 2-player game, you can add all that stuff in on your own, and it's actually pretty cool, and as like I said, I don't have all 30 games on this yet. Let me see how many I got here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26. So 26. I do have 26. So I can add about 4 more on here before I move on to my next USB stick. And like I said, you can add more than that if you like. But I want it to look clean. I like the carousel looking clean. I can see what's coming up and stuff like that. So I really do enjoy it. Okay, yeah. No, it's got Centipede on it. Somebody's asking me a question about the 1-Up arcade in the back. It's got Centipede on it, and oh god, what's that one called? Castle something. What is the name of that? Crystal Castles. That is a fun one. I really enjoy that one. But those are really the only 2 games on it that I like. Missile Command is there. And then Millipede is... It's okay. It's like Centipede, but a little harder. But anyway, I also got a... I know this is kind of off topic from the PlayStation Classic, but you guys are talking about Christmas gifts in the chat. I have my uncle who had got a Pandora's Box 5. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but it's basically an arcade stick or an arcade board, and it's got like games preloaded on it. Well, it came without the games loaded on it, and he has one already that came with the games that he bought. This one, however, came without them on it, and you have to add them yourself. So he was like, I don't want to deal with it, I'm just going to give it to you. So he gave it to me, and I added over 900 files to it. The guy who sells it to you sends you the link and whatever. But I know they're like on eBay and stuff. I don't know where he got his, but he gave me that, and I've had a blast with that thing. So that was a pretty cool Christmas gift. I had a very good Christmas. I am a blessed guy, I will say that. And look at this, my sweater here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's the PlayStation Christmas sweater. My sister and my buddy Dion got me this, so I'm blessed. I had a really good Christmas. I hope you guys did too. But anyway, this is what I've got so far, guys. It's let's see. Let's go into some NFL Blitz real quick. Let's go into 2001 though. I do recommend when you, and I also want to say this, before you hack this, you do run the risk of destroying your console. I've not run into any issue like that. I know I've heard some people, not so much doing it with BleemSync, but I can't say that it won't happen. So you run that risk. But I have heard some people have bricked their system, is what you call it. However, I'm using BleemSync, which is the new program, because there was an old way. I can't remember what that was called, but you didn't get like all the pictures and stuff like that on the carousel. But I've heard people brick it that way, but not with BleemSync. But it could happen, so I'm just throwing that out there. You run that risk. I haven't had any issues. Alright, here we go. Let me turn down this volume so it'll kind of just be in the background. Excuse me. I'm getting off of cold here. I was sick. Alright, let's just get into a game. Try it out. Tell me you guys saw the Diablo disaster. I did. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. But I'll tell you what, those fans, I think they have a right to be upset. You know, I mean, they were looking forward to something, and come on, who makes the announcement of a mobile game? Like these guys know Diablo as a PC game. And I honestly think they would have been fine with it if there were plans to put it on the PC. But the second they made that announcement, they were like, nope, ain't happening. The fans were like, we don't want it. We don't want any of it. Alright, so we're playing the Cowboys. I'm just going to do a little bit of this while I read some of your guys' questions. What else did you get cool for Christmas? My mom surprised me with these. They're actually over here. I have a few things. These are coasters, and they are made with... Can I pause this? Yeah. These are made... They're the Tomb Raider 1... Well, not just the Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 1, it's the case from the original game. So you've got Tomb Raider 1, got 2, 3. You guys couldn't see that one very good. There we go. 3, and The Last Revelation. Those are pretty cool coasters. I've seen a few of them at GameStop, not the Tomb Raider ones, but like Gran Turismo and Destruction Derby, those I've seen those at GameStop, and I picked a couple of those up. But this one here really surprised me. My mom got me this brand new in the package, and I was pretty excited about it. I never had this growing up. I wanted one, but I never seen them out. I had a friend that had one, and it is the Tomb Raider 3 character memory card, but it is brand new in the freaking package. This is fantastic. Like, this came out 20 years ago, and 20 years later I'm getting it brand new in the package. So my mom's the VIP for that. But like I said, I can't pick a favorite Christmas gift I got this year. I'm very blessed. I got a lot of cool stuff. My family, they're all fantastic people. Friends and family, God bless them all. Okay, so alright, we get all that. Let me just get a play going here. Just showing you guys, this stuff runs pretty smooth. Wow, okay. Pushed the wrong button there. Alright, here we go. Alright, 18-yard pass. We'll take that. Zelda, you can't rip Sonic apart. Oh my gosh, I got sidetracked and sacked. Dude, we're going for it. We're going for it. Get out there. Oh, okay, I suck. Anyway, we can hit the reset button, and we are back. Asking me if I want to use that as a save state. Absolutely not, because I was doing terrible there. But, guys, that's it. That's the PlayStation Classic. And I will show you real quick. We'll power it off, and I will show you. We will go back to the factory reset. PlayStation, you're not doing a factory reset, but let me unplug it. There we go. Unplugged it. Take out the USB stick. Plug her back in. There's the light. Start it up. You're right back to this thing, what it looked like coming out of the box. Not very good. Pretty crappy stuff. But no, it's this thing is 100 times better now that you're able to hack it. And so I do recommend, if you are going to get one, take the time, watch some YouTube videos, and hack this thing. Make it look beautiful with the carousel. Get all the artwork. Type in your stuff over here, like Rockstar Games 1997. Do all that. Do it the right way, and you won't regret it. So I definitely probably plan to get a backup PlayStation Classic, just because I have a backup NES Classic as well, because I know they stopped making those, or they are at the end of this year. So, and it's over. Year's over. So you just never know. I mean, you don't. These are coming down in price. If you want to wait a little longer, they might be $19.99 before too long. So definitely get a PlayStation Classic, guys, if you haven't, and plan to hack it, because it's worth it. So let me answer a couple more questions before I get off of here, guys. The new Halloween is out now. Did you get it? No, because I think it's only digital. I don't think I got it because it's only digital. But when it comes out on DVD, I'm definitely picking it up. Same with Bohemian Rhapsody. I want to get that on DVD when it comes out. Those should be. I think Halloween comes out in January, and I would assume Bohemian Rhapsody in February. So, anyway, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Diablo took some heat. So did Pat Contry. I saw that. I saw that. Pat Contry, for those of you who don't know, goes by Pat the NES Punk on YouTube. I think he's a very entertaining guy. He has a podcast he does with his friend Ian. And they basically went after the fan base of the Diablo games and called them babies and told them to sit the F down and all this kind of stuff. And I thought it was pretty rude. Pretty, you know, and come on, people are allowed to be disappointed in something. Who hasn't been disappointed in a game? You know, I can say I've been disappointed in many games. A lot of the later Resident Evils, not 7. I liked 7, but 5, 6. You know, I've gone on record to say that I was a little disappointed with 4. A lot of people love 4, but just really wasn't for me. But the way they attacked these people who are, you know, the fan base of the Diablo games was just, it was just, I don't know, it wasn't in good taste. And now, if you go on any of their videos, I don't know about now, but I know like a few weeks ago or so, there were more dislikes on the videos than likes. And it's these Diablo fans, man, they're ruthless. They're not going to let them forget, you know, they're not going to forget what they said. But I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with stating your opinion, but when you're like stating your opinion like it is, you know, it's fact, that's where you, I think, you know, lose with people. You know, you could just say it's my opinion. I always say that on my reviews. This is my opinion. So play it for yourself and figure out what you think. You know, and that's what they should say. This is my opinion, and not attack these people. And I'm not a big fan of Ian anyway, which is Pat's co-host on his show. It just goes back to, yeah, see, someone says Ian is annoying. Who said that? Cardell 635. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, not so much that he's annoying. I hate, like, okay, let me use this for example. They talked about the time there was the hurricane in Houston, and Joel Osteen down there. There was all that stuff. He didn't open up his church. Well, he did open up his church, but a lot of people said for those homeless people, he should have opened it up sooner than that. And you know, Ian and Pat too. More so Ian to me, because Ian has stated that he is an atheist, and you know, that's fine, whatever. I'm a Christian, and I just don't appreciate, you know, Ian sitting there saying he calls himself a Christian and he's doing this. It's like, well, first of all, who are you to even say anything about calling somebody a Christian or anything? You're an atheist, so why do you even have a say in this? Like, sitting there, you know, oh, he calls himself a Christian, and then said he doesn't want those homeless people in his church to mess up his fancy chairs or carpet or something like that. It's like, you don't even have a say. Like, you don't even, I don't know, they really lost me on that. And I used to listen to them a lot, and I don't even listen to them a whole lot anymore. Not a big fan of Ian. I like Pat, but Pat can also, you know, state his opinion as fact a lot, and I don't like that. But anyway, let's see. I love your reviews, Prime. What is it going to be for January? I don't want to say yet, because I have a few in mind. The one I really want to do is going to take some time, so I don't want to say anything yet. But let's see. I also got an arcade one up. That's awesome. What kind did you get? I was going to do the Pac-Man one, but I don't know. I kind of liked the Centipede. Centipede's addicting. I like the roller ball, or whatever you call it. And I'm not really big on arcade games. It was just before my time. You know, I missed it. So it's in the 80s. I'm a 90s kid. But it is fun. It is a lot of fun. And the prices, though, are weird on these things. Like, I've gone to Walmart, and I've seen them for $100. I saw online someone got theirs for $75 at Walmart. And I'm like, man, I've never seen them that low. And he had the sign and everything with them underneath of it. And he's like, I got to get one. So he got his for $75. I saw somebody get him for $199, and then I've seen him shoot all the way up to $299. The price is just, at FYE it could be different from what it is at Target, from what it is at Bed Bath & Beyond, to Walmart. They're weird. So I think a good price for this thing, I would not pay over $150. That's just me, but maybe you would. Maybe you would. They're really cool though. I think they're made nice. A lot of people are like, oh, they're cheap compared to a real arcade. But who has, you know, first of all, I don't have the room in my home for a real arcade. So this is the next best thing. So I'm happy with that. And so if you're able to get one for that price, pick one up, because they are pretty cool. I would also recommend getting the riser, unless you want to sit down and play. I like to stand and play on these things. So definitely, if you're able to do so, get one. Get one of the PlayStation Classics as well, and hack that bad boy, because it makes it 1,000 times better. So, alright guys, I think that's going to do it. Be safe for New Year's. Don't go out. Don't be drinking and driving. You know, there's, you know, make some good decisions. Don't go out there and make some bad decisions and hurt people. You don't want to hurt people. So, be safe. Celebrate the new year. It's hard to believe we're in 2019. We don't have flying cars yet either. But we're getting there. I'm sure we'll be there by, what, 2040? Maybe. Maybe. I think they said by 2010 we should have had flying cars, but didn't happen. But, alright guys, that's going to do it for me. My name is Justin. I appreciate you all once again, and I look for a very exciting 2019 with some more live streams and some more reviews, and possibly some live streams from the PlayStation Classic. So, be sure, guys, to follow me here on YouTube, subscribe. Be sure to check me out on social media. I'm on Instagram, primetime21st_gaming, and I'm on Twitter at primetime21st. So be sure to check me out on there, and check out the great sponsor of Primetime 21st Gaming, Catalyst Mints. They are a fantastic website. They got fantastic products, and you will surely enjoy it. So make sure, though, you do it through the description, the link in the description below. Let them know I sent you. It's a win-win-win. A win for me, a win for them, but most importantly, a win for you, because you will love their products. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Primetime Podcast.